Ever feel like you're eating less, working out more, but still stuck with stubborn fat around your midsection? Or you cut carbs thinking that's the answer, but you just end up tired and frustrated, wondering why nothing's changing? I get it. Everywhere you look, people are just saying, just eat fewer carbs, do more cardio. But here's the reason your body is struggling to burn fat, especially if you're trying to keep a lean, athletic look while eating real food. If you're ready to stop guessing and actually fix your metabolism, you're in the right place. Let me be clear, most people aren't lazy, they're just confused about all the mixed messages. It's just not optimized for how you want to live. Strong, lean, able to eat carbs and still see definition. By watching this video, you'll finally understand how your body really burns carbs and how to actually fix your metabolism no matter your age or how busy you are. Why listen to me? Because I'm an engineer who figured out how to stay shredded at 2,500 calories a day, eating carbs, working a demanding job, and not spending hours in the gym. I went from struggling with energy crashes and stubborn fat to a body that feels and looks great year round. And now I'm about to show you how to do the same. But before I break down the actual steps, I want to give you something that's helped hundreds of guys get lean without cutting out carbs. I put together a quick PDF, the 10 laws I follow to stay at 10% body fat. This goes deeper into my daily rules for eating, training, and staying shredded, no matter how crazy life gets. You can check it out for free. The link is down in the description or pinned comment. Download it, use it, and start seeing results faster. All right, let's get into the real reason you can't burn fat the way you want. Carb burning is controlled by your metabolic flexibility. Here's the truth, your body's not designed to run on only carbs or only on fat. Instead, what you need is something called metabolic flexibility, the ability to efficiently switch between burning carbs for energy and burning fat for fuel. Fact number one, if you're always eating especially high carb foods, your body never gets the signal to switch to burning stored fat. This is because insulin is constantly elevated, which blocks fat burning. Fact number two, if you go super low carb all the time, your body gets out of practice at burning carbs efficiently. You'll start to feel sluggish every time you eat, and then the cycle repeats. Fact number three, real metabolic flexibility means you can handle a piece a night or a big bowl of rice, then get right back to burning fat with no guilt or setbacks. But if you ignore this, you'll stay stuck in that always tired, always hungry cycle. Your workouts start to suck because you don't have the energy to push hard. And every time you eat a high carb meal, your body will store more fat instead of burning it off. But if you get this right, you'll be able to eat more carbs and actually use them to fuel muscle growth and fat loss. You'll stop fearing foods like potatoes, bread, or fruit. You'll never have to start over after a cheat day. But how do you actually train your body to get to this flexibility, especially if you've been stuck on the low carb or nothing train for years? I'll break down the exact system the next point. Point number two, insulin management, not elimination, is the secret. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't need to eliminate carbs, but you do need to manage your insulin spikes so your body can actually switch to fat burning mode. Fact number one, every time you eat, especially carbs, your body releases insulin to help store energy. If you snack or graze all day, your insulin never drops, and fat burning is always turned off. Fact number two, longer gaps between meals like intermediate fasting or even just pacing meals 4 to 6 hours apart let your insulin come down so your body can tap into fat stores. Fact number three, you can eat high carbs if your meals are structured and you're not spiking insulin all day. But the consequences if you ignore this: constant hunger, energy crashes, and cravings. Your body gets addicted to constant feeding and never learns how to burn fat for fuel. And you end up stuck in a fat loss plateau even when your calories are low. But the dream outcome, you'll finally have steady energy, fewer cravings, and your body will start to use stored fat between meals, even if you have a high carb dinner. But what about meal timing and this myth that 6 meals a day speeds up your metabolism? I'll show you how meal frequency really affects your results in the next point. Point number three, meal frequency myths and simple meal structure. Here's the truth, eating more often does not speed up your metabolism. Fact number one, studies show your total calories and macros matter way more than how often you eat. 6 small meals a day versus 2 or 3 bigger meals has no impact on your metabolic rate. Fact number two, when you're constantly eating, you're constantly thinking about food and your willpower gets drained. You spend more time preparing and cleaning up, but you don't get better results. Fact number three, fewer bigger meals like intermediate fasting or one main snack help keep insulin lower for longer, making it easy to burn fat and stay lean while freeing up your day. But the consequences if you ignore this, you feel trapped by meal prep and always have to carry food everywhere. Hunger actually gets worse because your body expects to be fed all the time, and you never get to enjoy a full, satisfying meal, which can lead to binge eating. What you want is not to worry about meal prep, having the freedom to eat big, satisfying meals and still drop fat while keeping your energy high for work and workouts. So what does this look like day to day? What kind of meals actually make this work for busy professionals who want results but don't want to live out of Tupperware? I'll lay out the simple structure next. Point number four, the simple high carb meal plan that burns fat. If you want to keep carbs in your diet and still see results, Here's what works. Fact number 1, prioritize protein at every meal. Aim between 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. This keeps you full, protects muscle, and makes burning fat easier even with higher carbs. Fact number 2, eat your carbs around the most active times, before or after workouts or in the evening if that's when you unwind, because your body actually uses carbs better when you're moving and not just sitting. Fact number 3, use mostly whole food carbs, potato, rice, fruit, oatmeal, whole grains, and beans. These keep your blood sugar stable and feel better workouts without the crash. But the consequences if you ignore this, you'll end up under eating your protein, lose muscle, and slow your fat loss. You'll eat all your carbs late at night while sitting, making you feel sluggish and storing more fat. Relying on junk carbs leads to cravings, mood swings, and fat gain even if your calories look okay on paper. What you want is to be able to eat like a normal person. Hit restaurants, enjoy carbs, and actually look forward to meals without losing progress or having to start over every Monday. But even the best meal plans fail without consistency. How do you lock in these habits long term so you never have to diet again? I'll get into that with this final piece. Point number 5, systems and habits that lock in a high carb lean physique. Lasting changes come from automation, not motivation. Fact number 1, setting up a repeatable meal delivery or prepping system takes decision fatigue out of the equation because you don't have to think, you can just follow the plan. Fact number 2, daily activity like 8,000 to 12,000 steps lets you eat more carbs while still burning fat. This doesn't mean hours of cardio, just walking, park, or farther away, or using the stairs. Fact number 3, track progress weekly, not daily, using photos, waist measurements, and energy levels, not just the scale. This keeps you motivated and lets you see changes even when the numbers don't budge. But the consequences if you ignore this, you'll keep starting over every few weeks, never making real progress. You'll stay stuck in the binge repeated cycle, never trusting your plan, and all your effort gets wasted. You end up feeling like you just can't lose fat. What you want is to have a lean, defined body with tons of energy and the freedom to eat carbs without stress. You'll finally be proud of your reflection and your habits will feel effortless. So that's the hidden truth about your body's carb burning struggles and the step-by-step system that lets you eat carbs, stay lean, and finally break out the cycle for good. Start using just one of these habits this week and watch your energy, mood, and results take off. But let's be honest, knowing the facts is easy. Locking in new habits, especially around food and activity, can feel impossible when life gets busy. There are a million routine and hacks out there, but most don't stick because they're too complicated or don't fit your real life. If you skip building the right habits, you'll always be 1 week from gaining the fat back, losing progress, or feeling stuck. But what if you can unlock your full potential with a routine built for busy people like us? Tap right here to see exactly how I design my daily routine to build muscle, burn fat, and stay lean without living in the gym. This is a game changer. If you want results to finally stick, I'll see you there.